I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help.
Well, just make sure there's a workbench over...
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
Hey.
What you need?
Hey there.
My armor saved many a wastelander.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Don't cheap out.
Ness.
I'm gonna rip your limbs off. Up close and personal. Find anything good on him? Something's ghosting us. I can wait all day for you to show yourself. Time to make a mess! this for you? Now you're starting to piss me off.
Good fight, human! You'll die well!
Crack at the gear.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am. Because Louis Jordan rules.
I hear
So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not really sure what to say.
out there,
There
somewhere!
are stories about, well, some big contraption built out there in the Commonwealth. No one knows doesn't know what it does. Sure. This next part, it's just people talking, you know. It doesn't make it true
I am tired of this
necessarily. But it's been said
Let's play, little human! Laid out
something
and fun! What? You or sport?
disappear or something.
Both?
If I were you and I saw this thing, well, you better leave. I'd run away. It's here, okay, it's full
Come on, you stupid bastards. Come on.
Don't think I can pick this.
Alrighty, now we're having fun. Hate being messed with like this.
Hey,
This better be worth it.
go check that out.
Hold up. You hear that? Oh, no, you don't. Yeah! Is this a joke? This has to be a joke. Up close and personal!
Hey,
Point out what you need. What the hell was that?
check it out.
I'm out of bobby pins. If I find you, you're gonna regret it.
Heads up.
Yeah? Someone... Playing games with us.
Human!
Heads up.
If I find you, you're gonna regret it.
Take a look.
What the hell was that? Gotcha, you bastard!
Look alive.
Need something?
Over there.
I'm on it, Captain.
Gone. Spineless human.
This one might be rough. Don't get your hopes up. Damn! This lock's pissing me off. Shite. Almost had it that time.
Look alive.
What is it? Damn!
Go check that out.
A pit. Being followed. You lose! I was just getting warmed up. Sure,
Check it out.
sure. Yep, I got it. Faster! I'll get you. Let them do it.
You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's
Ingram?
a challenge.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Thank goodness. I've finished restoring Prime's basic programming, but trying to explain to him why he can't walk is testing my patience.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk. Without them,
Shouldn't be a problem.
I wish I could. Prime's that's it.
Shut up. She's right.
Of course. Proctor, we're fairly... The catch is that the...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good.
Whatever.
Scribe Halen's established a I suggest you head, hopefully, by the time you've returned. Good luck, Knight.
Hope those bombs get here soon. Otherwise, Liberty Prime's weapons efficiency will be fairly minimal. Hey, genius, you're taking rides. Let's move out.
That was Uranium Fever by by Elton Britt. Yes. Right. So there. Here. Don't we just give us before at least news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. The Brotherhood. Last seen, I think the fort was filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe that was a joke, by the way. Didn't really mean it. And Brotherhood is listening. I'm sure they're very nice. Billie Holiday. He's living a song that makes no sense anymore.
Scribe Halen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
I'd rather discuss the mission, Halen.
Of course. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you. We've rigged up this when you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Look, if you don't, good luck, Knight.
You mean that's it? Ah! My head!
That last song. Okay. Coming to you from the jewel green. The green. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Here's Sheldon Allman with Crawl Out Through the Fallout. Probably some bad advice overall, but, you know, it rhymes.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
Who's Adam?
Atom.
Right.
He is the
I'm looking for some bombs.
You trivial. The children of...
Trust.
Atom has... When he returned, that is why they...
I want to spread...
Perhaps then I have misjudged. If you would take this, follow the brill... May Atom's rate...
That clicking noise from your Pip-Boy can't be good.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kill him.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable when loaded into his bomb pack. Shouldn't take us more than a day or so.
Well, Professor, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
Proctor.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable when loaded into his bomb pack. Shouldn't take us more than a day or so.
Well, Professor, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
I appreciate the confidence, but I'm still a bit concerned. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his systems stable is going to hold.
We doing this or what?
I have full confidence in the ability.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to activate the power transfer.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
I'm in total agreement with Proctor Ingram. The honor should belong to you.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Professor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see...
I couldn't agree with you more.
Uh-huh.
Before you head off to your next... I came up with this little beauty myself.
This wasn't necessary.
Come on. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. Elder Maxon said... And thank you.
Proctor Ingram's been kind enough to allow me to stay aboard the Pridwill.
That was, Bing Crosby. Yep. So, there's this bit of news that might interest you. If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard. I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived? The Gunners! Gunners, that's it. That was like their base. Sort of. Only now they're pretty much all dead. Those guys were
Hey,
tough,
Valentine.
So
Time to hit the road?
I guess whoever killed them...
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Tougher, right? And there's,
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. Right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess.
Damn ferals. Radiation.
This next song, it's
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Oh boy! I just, okay. Never mind.
Come back here. I haven't even given you the full details of your assignment.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings, after careful analysis of the information. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the scents on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back, Paladin Dance's DNA is... To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst, which means I've decided. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
You wouldn't even fathom letting him live, would you?
Absolutely not. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Hey.
Go on.
Hey.
There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
Paladin Danse was a loyal soldier. Finding out he was a synth, that man must be going through hell right now.
Are things okay between you and me?
Got no major complaints at the moment.
That was all I had.
Got it.
Reactor at 100% of...
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Night Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination.
Think I soaked up
blood
that is all.
in the guts.
And that's that. Anything else?
Just hurt all of
Huh? You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep. That's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I was merely... I've been poring over Dance. As you're well aware, I think our best approach would be to identify You may want to get comfortable.
What the hell is this crap?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt.
So he sets Dance up, and then you...
I don't have time to discuss it right now.
Why?
Uh-huh.
I can't believe that after everything... There's obviously been a mistake.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Now, unless you're here with information...
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled. I've stored the data on my...
I'll take anything that can...
Yes, sir. If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived
Not much of a
Prime,
sight yourself.
The Brotherhood is in your debt. Now,
Why would you bring that synth here? Aren't you afraid it might be a spy?
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
Yeah, what Maxon's asking, it isn't just.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask.
Uh-huh.
I'll just have to trust that... Before the Pribwin... It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military. It's isolated. Just...
Don't let all that horsepower go to your head.
Ad Victoriam, brother.
With Liberty Prime back in action.
Uh-huh. Set me up.
Got some choice.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time,
hey.
Captain Kell.
See what I can do.
Push-ups.
Still can't believe Dance was reading this.
Watch your step, sir.
General Atomics Galleria remains closed by order of the Director.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Hey, Lucas.
Best way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor.
You're with the Minutemen, right?
The Minutemen are always happy to help. What did you need?
A pack of feral ghouls have hold. If more of them start...
Uh-huh. I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them.
Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks out of here.
Going down.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I don't understand what's going on, Danse.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded. I never expected to hear. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even...
No.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm ready to accept the consequences. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stint.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
You're the proof that Maxson's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind.
Right.
Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can...
Whatever you decide.
Thank you, my friend. The only clear choice. The sooner I make for the boy, take my holotags. Use them to prove that you're... Now, come on.
Going up.
I think we ought to talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong.
Ground floor.
Heads up.
I'm listening.
Nick.
You got time to talk now?
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up, they cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long... But I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. But my memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my... Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage.
Wait.
He sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters, and suffice to say, it was a... Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people... But the kids... I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood, it eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a... Those people, they treated me like a human being. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. And something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around.
If you're good to people?
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably...
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb?
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
If Dance dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good conscience if his life means that little to you.
Unbelievable. You'd be willing to sacrifice your career for the sake of a machine? So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Hey.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old list. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. If you ever need me...
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet...
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but...
Someone call for extermination. Glad that's a lot of rats around.
I've made my choice. The Institute is now our enemy.
I always knew that day was coming. The question now is, what are we gonna do about them?
I say we attack. Take the fight to the Institute.
I'm all for that, but we don't have any way to hit them yet. You should give Sturgis that holotape with the Institute data on it. With any luck, in the meantime, we can focus on no half measure. Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging.
We need a way to bring the fight to them.
Let's hope we got something we can... Well, they sure aren't gonna fall for that teleport hijacker trick twice. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their main...
I just want to trade a few things.
Now, this here don't look like paradise. That's nothing a little elbow grease can't fix. Okay, maybe a lot of grease.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Is there something you need?
Come with me.
I'm with you, General.
You two go do the Commonwealth proud.
We'll try, Nick.
Nothing stays hidden
Hey,
forever.
Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Not if I have my say.
Not now.
Well, I'll be...
Sure.
Anything I can do? You just...
Setting this to repeat.
Say the word.
they aren't gonna need that anymore.
Security's too tight. terminal's got this locked.
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? Oh, that is great news! Fella, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude. And our support.
Look alive.
Pointed out. Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation.
Look alive.
Better go see what's going on. Okay?
What now?
I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make
Hey.
sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause. Never thought I'd see our flag flying over the castle again.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Lady, I
don't much care what you want to do.
Get on with it then.
Don't get testy with me, Sonny. I was field stripping laser muskets when you were still...
Are you saying you were a Minuteman?
Yeah, I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the Idgits took over.
I don't like what you're implying.
Easy there, cowboy. Joe Becker died years. I'm talking about the gang of clowns that let the Minutemen fall apart. I didn't respect any of them.
Uh-huh. I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen. People are starting to realize that.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
We were doing just fine without your help.
Really?
How would you know about an old armory?
I used to be stationed here.
Uh-huh.
Just dumb luck I was home on leave the day the lurks white. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this.
Around here.
Best
I wanted to
equipment,
introduce
sword,
myself.
weapons,
We were looking for
ammo,
someplace to make a new
schematics,
life.
you name it.
So here we are.
Come on. I'll show
It's
you.
not exactly paradise, but what is, right? With some hard work, I think this could be a decent place to live.
So, is there anything you need me to get started on?
Yeah, let me show you.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Attention, Minutemen. Words come in that a settlement needs our help. Please respond if you can. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Hey.
This is the door to the armory. Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Trick now is finding...
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through...
Movement detected. Sentry bot. Designation. Sarge. Minutemen roster. Error. File corruption detected. Initiating defensive protocols. Alert. Hostile remains at large. Recommend
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory.
Hey there.
Howdy. You need something, General? I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry. Hey, General. You do your job. I'll do mine. Hey, General. Howdy. You need something, General? You need something, General?
Hey there.
You do your job. I'll do mine. You need something, General? Howdy.
Hey.
I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry.
If you need fixing up.
Hey there.
Hey, General. Hey, General.
Hey.
I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry. You need something, General?